Yeah! Oh yeah.
Boys, we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
And we're back with the official scarf sponsor of the 2019 Rugby World Cup, sponsored by
Canterbury. It's been a good World Cup as well. We made a good bit of money off this Canterbury sponsorship. Maybe we can keep it going from there.
Yes, sir, indeed. And what a final. Could we have asked for a better World Cup final?
No.
Do you know, I was speaking to Smitty last night, and he told me, you know, this World Cup means more to the country than it did when Francois won it and when he won it. See her lifting that trophy. What a flipping ending to this World Cup.
You're talking, with Smitty last night, you're talking like he's your mate, huh?
Yeah.
You mean you put your hand up and like, excuse me, Mr. Smith, what do you think about us winning the World Cup?
No, Barney.
Barney.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, what is this shit?
It's whiskey.
Oh.
It's to celebrate.
All right, so let's get into it before we tuck too much into it.
Back to that, yeah.
What do you think of the final?
Just before we start, we told you so. What's going to happen is the Springboks are going to win the World Cup. That's what's going to happen.
Straight up. Nothing else?
No analysis needed, nothing like that. The Boks are going to win this. We called it from the start. Llewellyn, you know it. You've got video evidence. We called it from the start.
Llewellyn.
We called it from the start. We said the boys are getting this one. We said in Rassie we trust. And it worked out perfectly.
And in Eddie they rust.
Yeah, that's not going to go down well, eh?
No.
With the English
They
fans.
were hurting, man. I saw their post-match press conference. They were hurting. Unfortunately, Sherwin couldn't be here today, so he sent his lovely wife, Esmeralda. She's helping us in the background.
Thanks.
But PJ, from the kickoff whistle, we were all over them. It was total domination. You would have thought we were the favorites. And you know, South Africans love this underdog tag. We just seem to thrive under it. We don't do well all the time as the favorite, but man, we rose to the occasion. And James Haskell said it on his channel. We made it look like boys versus men.
Yeah. John Mitchell said the same afterwards. But that's exactly it. And we spoke about it beforehand as well, is that Rassie took the pressure off the boys going into the final. And he's just sort of had that same mentality the whole time, where he's humble. There's always something to work towards. We always have to push for something, and that just suits the South African mentality, chasing something, having to step up to the occasion. With English had already beat the All Blacks, they were on fire from there. They came in as the favourites. We had something to work towards, and that we had that dogfight, and that suits us because we have a point to prove, and it was a physical game, and that's what we do.
Man, we really took it to them. And what I loved about it is everyone said, Booker, you're a boring team.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You just kick. You make a lot of mistakes. You play the territorial game. You haven't changed your game since 1942.
Yeah.
You know, we showed you guys how to play the high tempo, high pressure rugby.
Yeah.
And man, were you not entertained?
We scored 2 tries in the final.
We scored 2 tries in the final. How many tries
2
did they
wins
score?
on the outside. Pimpy and Colby.
Our wingers
amazing
scored it.
tries. 2
We
amazing
scored tries. If you haven't realized this, the way the All Blacks scored tries against us, they take our mistakes, they turn over possession, they counter attack, and they make it look like something, you know, world class. And for me, my favorite moment in that game was when Makazole put the chip. Lucanio, he got the ball and he gave the no-look
pass
like
to
he's been practicing it for the last 1,000 years in the captain's run. No one gives that pass. No one gives that no-look pass in a final like that, but Lucanio does. Because the man's got so...
He does, and he was like cool as a
2
cucumber.
fingers for Lucanio. Unselfish.
No, perfect. He's like an example of who you want as a Springbok in the centre. Not flashy, he does his work.
But let's
Defensively,
not
was rock
stop there.
solid.
What about Colby's try?
Oh.
Turnover, great hit. I can't remember who made the hit. I think it was Mostert. Peter Steph picks it up, draws the man, gives it to Colby. Colby goes.
And what does he do? He burns Farrell.
That's
Steps
what
on the
I
inside.
noticed only in the highlights.
Smokes Farrell.
He stepped.
Try time.
He stepped Farrell.
Yeah.
One of their best defenders.
He had no right to score that try. But he
Man,
did.
if you look at one-on-one defenders, there's no one in the world that can stop Colby.
Yeah. No, he's dangerous. Player of the tournament, in my opinion. But we'll get to that in another video.
That's a good call.
Yeah. Something that everyone knows about already, scrums. We beat them up front. We don't have to talk too much about that, but perfect gameplay.
I'm not really interested in talking about fat people. No, I'm joking.
That's
No, I'm joking. I'm joking to all the fat people. I know most of you actually
that's how we
follow
won
us.
the World Cup, eh?
The fat
Jeez.
guys, man.
The fat guys
The
won the
piggies up front. You know, without them, when they set the platform, the beast, what a legend. We'll also get into him in another video, but what a legend.
Yeah.
Man retires on top. But where I want to take it was to the aftermath and, you know, speaking to a lot of English people at work, seeing a lot of their videos, they were actually very gracious in defeat. They came and gave me the tap on the back and they said, you know, Kurt, you guys deserved it. You know, you outplayed us. Maybe our fan arrogance got the better of us. And, you know, I'll take my hat off to that because I did slate them a lot, you know, and obviously there was that banter, but I take my hat off to them.
But also you got to look at it, and I mean, my English mates are gonna rip me for this, but they were just completely dominated. So
yeah, they were.
There's
honest
no
about it.
leg to stand on. They can't blame the ref. They can't blame anything. They were just completely dominated. So they have to take it on the chin. It is what it is. That's why it's a World Cup final. Two teams go into it. You don't know who's going to win, and they fight to the death to come out on top.
Yeah, man, the Springboks really surprised me. I did not see that. I knew we had a good chance, but my optimism grew as the week wore on closer to the final. But I did not think it would be a 20-point victory.
Yeah.
We gave them a hiding.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they didn't score. And we bullied them. And it was amazing.
And we had Peter Steph on the pitch.
And we had Peter Steph du Toit.
Dwayne Vermeulen. Oh, immense. He was immense. I mean, we'll talk about players in that another time, but yeah.
Got a drink when you choose.
We just destroyed it there.
Guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed our little campaign through this World Cup. Please.
I think that was. I think we got to do some more, eh?
So guys, thank you very much for following us through the campaign of the World Cup. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Our videos got extremely better editing-wise, not so much content-wise.
No, we've gone from mostly to fairly crap. But it's been fun. We're gonna keep going with it.
And you commit to doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this. There's so much more we can do.
There's so much more to come.
You can do it!
We'll give you another update of our top moments from the World Cup and overall.
Yeah.
And we'll also give you, if you're lucky, our best 50.
World Cup 15. It's coming.
It's coming. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and please
watching.
Subscribe to the RugbyBru Studio.
RugbyBru, the future.